Okay, welcome to another exercise class. My name's Cheryl and we're going to do a bit of a strength and a bit of stretch class today. I want to be aware of mobility in the upper back as we go through this. So we're going to do a few shoulder blade rolling back exercises as we go. And and some think of your backside as you work, and try and think of all the muscles that we work when we stabilize and do different exercises. So I'll remind you as we go through. And so before we get going, you need to make sure you're medically cleared to exercise at home. So if you're pregnant, make sure you've had a check and you're right to do this sort of class. Listen to your body. If you need to adapt something, make it slower, you can do that. Just stop, have a break if you need, and come back. I might use some light dumbbells today, but the focus will be on using your body weight. So that is something you always have handy. But you might have a kilo bag of icing sugar in the cupboard or whatever. You can actually use those. 1 kilo is quite acceptable for what we're going to do today, and that's all you really sort of need. So without any further ado, let's hop up. I have no music. You can put music on if you want. We're just going to do our own rhythm. So, all right, so let's get up. So we're just going to start by moving just to start with and thinking of the shoulder blades. We're going to roll them up and back. So it's more than just the shoulders, it's the shoulder blades in the back of your body as well. So feel the shoulder blades come up, roll them down and pull down your back. Warming up in the upper back. And again. So we've got bird song to work out to. Thornbill in the water bowl. And a wattle bird around. Alright, now just take a little side squat to the side, warming up legs and bottoms. Alright, last 4, 3, so all the way through, mindful of your core, tail in. Now step touch, bit weird with no music, I know. Bend down a bit and just wave your arms around. So just move them. So we want to get the blood pumping around the muscles in the body, lubricate the joints, getting ready for some exercise. So bend the knees and bring the heel up to your bottom. That's it. So heel coming up. Reach the arms in a V. And as you do this, we're going to try and keep the shoulder blades down, yeah? So we're not hunching. So we really want to think of our posture in the upper body as we go through today. That's it. Now just make it a little bit of rotation and a step knee. Okay, so what we're doing here, lifting the leg, warm up hip flexors, getting a bit of rotation in the upper body. So draw that arm behind you a little more. Last 4. And step touch. Now this time, step and little tap behind. Arms and down. Now we're only going about shoulder high here. Yeah, not too high. But keep the shoulder blades down and back. Up and down. That's it. So if we can keep those shoulder blades down and back, that means everything up here will function better. That's it. So think of opening up the chest, step touch with the feet together, open. That's it. Now arms forward, up, open and down. So forward, up, open and down. Palms face in, and then open and down. Feel the chest and shoulders open there. Yeah? One more. And again. Alright. Squat left, squat right. That's it. So just coming down into the legs. When we're doing our squats and our lunges, see if you can direct your focus down into your heels as you drive and push back up. So you're going to use the power in here and save it around your knees. So help to protect the knees. Just do one more. and hold. All right, just loosen off. Just a little march. So we're going to just start. We're going to incorporate balance as well, so be mindful of that. So just come forward a little bit. Have room and space behind you to step back. Make sure there's nothing you're going to stand on. So just with your hands, keep them out of the way. Right foot, big step back, lower down to a lunge. Check the front knee is pushing outwards, halfway up and in. Now right knee lifts, opens out, in and down. Now left leg, big step back, lower down, up and lift the knee, up, rotate, and again, right leg, step. So we're doing this quite slow and controlled. Push through the left heel, lift, working on balance, and then down. So step back, drive through the front heel, lift the left knee. Rotation in the hips, very important, yeah? Mobility. Step, drop. Drive through that left heel as you come in. It takes the pressure off the knee. And if you want to, you can put your hands out. I had, all right, here we go, open it out. Let's just do one more time. And now be aware. Be aware of your body as you push through that left heel, push up, lift, open the hip. How far will that knee go out? Now you're going to do it on the other side. And all your core muscles, they're working to stabilize whilst you do this. And march. Okay, listen up. So we work into the hip flexors and we open up the hips as well. And we're working the back of the body. If you're feeling this in your lower back now, if it's a bit tired, perhaps your back went a bit swayed. All that means is you need to bring your ribs down to your hips a bit. Shorten in front, that will switch on your core muscles. All right, we're just going to do that again. Just one more time, two more times on each leg. Right leg, ready? So step, drop, push, now knee. Lift, open. Often the second time when you do it, you know where you're going. Drive through that heel. Check the knees and toes are aligned. You only have one more. Here we go. If it's better for you, when you do the balance part, take your arms to the side to help you. And again. And we all wobble. Push up and lift. Open and down. So I'm actually feeling I'm a little tighter, a little more restricted on this side, so that's something I can work on at home. Here, we're all at home. Okay, now this time we are going to do, let's just have a little break and just do the shoulders again. So I really want you to feel your shoulder blades going down. So bring the shoulders up and then down. See if you can get those shoulder blades moving and pull them down. Yeah. And again. Alright. Now this time, if you wanted to, you pick up some lightish weights. These are only 1.5 kilos, so I'm not going super heavy here. A little lighter, no weights, or a touch heavier, depends on you and your strength. So we're going to start with 2 little pulses down and a leg adduction, which means your leg goes out to the side. And then we'll do a step back lunge. So just going down and up, 2 pulses, and as you come up, lift the leg, and then that same leg steps back, drop down, and come in. Other leg, down, left leg, step, drop. Same thing with that heel. Down, down, right leg lift, and right leg back. I've added these arms. If you want to, you can join. Lift, step, drop. Pushing that front heel. We've already done that one. Lift up, down. right leg, push through the left heel, and again, down, down, up, stop, step, and step touch. All right, have a break. Think about what we've just done. I'm going to put my weights down. Just have a little breather with no weights. Now bring the arms forward. So when you're doing that leg abduction to the side, you are using your backside. So you are using your buttocks to raise that leg. You're using your buttocks to stabilize and your thighs to stabilize on the standing leg. You're using your core. You'll feel those muscles work as well. So a lot of muscles get used. And when we do the lunge back, shoulders are your option. All right, let's do it again, because second time round it's always that bit better. All right, so we've got those 2 pulses down the bottom, shoulders are backing down, tail is under a little bit, feet are just a little bit wider than your hips or hip width. So down, lift the right leg up, and then step back. Gotta get my timing right. Pulse it down. Arms up, left leg, step, drop, push through the front heel, drive, down, lift, stop. Drive through that heel as you come back in. Chest is up there. Step back. Let's do it again. Drive. Do it again. One more time each side. Lift. House the core. One more. Down. Down. Up. Step back. And push. Beautiful. Okay, squat down. Pop those weights down out of the way. All right. And shoulders. Roll them. Shoulder blades. And again. All right. Now feet together. Taking one leg out to the right and push. Now your big step out, your foot points towards the screen a little bit, but a little bit outwards. So take it down and then push. So you're going and using that back side. At the same time, we are stretching the inner thigh. So here you will feel a stretch. When you push to come back in, drive through the outer edge of your foot and your heel. Push. Push. How does one side feel to the other? Oh, that's my hard side. So be aware of your body. And one more each way. And again. Push. Now let's just go out to the side a little. Turn. Come down to the floor. You can kneel. Take your foot forward a bit so your knee is over your ankle. Hands are there. Roll the shoulders down and back. Now you're just going to twist. So you're going to lift, if you want, the knee and then turn to the back. And hand down. Kneel. Let's just change legs. I should have started with this leg first. Alright, kneel into it. Same thing. Knee and ankle, vertical. Shoulders down and back. You're looking sort of ahead. Hand to knee, twist, and then open up. If you want, toes under and lift. Okay, so we're getting some mobility in that upper back. And down. And knees down, and let's just have a rest and sit back. So pull your shoulders down and back, bottom to heels. And just stay there for a moment while I get a drink. You can have a drink as well if you like. Okay, so from down here, just going to stay on your hands and knees, and we are going to once again work into your shoulder blades, keeping your elbows straight, and then go back round the other way. Now if you feel a bit clunky or a bit wobbly, that's okay. Practice so that you can make these shoulder blades work for you. Here the thornbill, and again, come forward. So work it both ways, and that'll do. Then just sit back. Shoulder blades, pull them back. So you're firing up those shoulder blades so that when you say draw them down and back, you can. And then come forward. All right. So now we're just going to do a few push-ups. So we all know how to do push-ups, maybe. You're going to take your hands out a bit wider than your shoulders. You're going to bring your weight forward. This is the intermediate level. You can bring your hands closer to your body to make it a little easier. If you want to do them on your toes, take it to your toes. So you're just going to check those shoulder blades are down and back, lift up your belly, and we're going down and up. That's all we need to do. We need to maintain that core strength. That's it. We're going to do 3 of these. So 3, 2, and then sit back, pull back, and again, 3, 2, and then pull back. Alright, so you're going to keep your elbows and shoulder blades pointing slightly to the back, so try and pull them down and back. And one more time, shoulder blades down and back. And again. Stay here. Now arch out. Uncurl. Shoulders down and back. Okay, so this time we're going to do the same thing. Pattern of 3 and 1 pull back. So this time your hands are going to be narrow, shoulder width, and we do the same thing. Down for 3 and pull back. So what you want to watch, you're going to work the back of the arms. Those shoulders are down and back, and the core is on and strong. So come forward, bring your hands under your shoulders, come on a slight angle, and then we go down for 3, 2, I'm only going a little way to begin with, and then pull back. And again, so if you need to reset, do that. You can deepen that. And pull back. So we're going to try and keep opening up and not letting our ears get swamped by our shoulders. You're going to feel it in the back of your arms. So shoulders are down and back. 3, 2. Oh, feel it through both arms. 3. And rest. Pass the back. Round. Bit cat-cow. And then a nice little dip. Alright, so we're going to do that one more time. Give the arms a shake. So second time round. We know where we're going a little bit more. And we can do it maybe a little more effectively. So shoulder width. Shoulders. Up, back and down. Belly. Core is on. Let's go down. We've got 3 in a row. And then pull it back. So that gives you a rest. If you don't want that rest, work straight through and pull it back. 2 more and we'll move it on. Push from the back of the arms. And 1 more. 3. Pull back and rest. Okay. Shake off your arms. Alright, shoulder blades down and back. Okay, while we're down here on our knees, let's get those light weights, and we don't want to be too heavy here, because once again, I want you to feel in the middle of your back. If the weight is too heavy, you will use momentum, or you'll swing, or you won't be able to feel those muscles effectively. So we're going to step your right foot forward, shoulders down and back. Now you might have something really light. You might have 440 grams or mils of tin tomatoes in each hand, something like that, dog food. That's okay, that's fine. So the shoulders are down and back, and we're going to lean forward, bit of support on the leg. Arms down behind the foot, and we're just going to open out and down, using the muscles down the center of your back. So you want to feel contraction in the middle of your back. Remember to breathe. And down. Keep it moving. You could do this with bent arms, slightly bent arms. If the weight is not too heavy or you have no weights at all, take it out long and really feel. Once again, feeling those shoulder blades. And again, last one. And down. And release. On your knees, let's take your hands around behind your back. Open up the chest. Lift with your arms. Yeah. And release. Now this time, same thing, left foot forward. Shoulders down and back. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing. Coming forward. You want to keep squared. You have some support for your body on your thigh, which is good. Now check, shoulders haven't rolled forward. So maybe pull them down and back. Here we go. Open out and down. And breathe. So we're trying to feel it in the middle of our backs. And in. Even 1.5 kilos, I have to really work at. I think 1 kilo is good, maybe even less if you're not used to working much with weights. In the middle of your back, we're working against gravity. And one more. And pop them down. Alright, shoulders down and back. Okay. There was something I was going to do standing up, but maybe next time. Let's come down. We're going to come down on our tummies and do a little bit of back work. So what we're going to do for this is, where to go? You're going to lie down on your tummies and you're going to bring your hands by your rib cage. Alright, go side on a bit. So hands by your rib cage, legs outstretched. So you're going to press your hips into the floor a little bit and roll those shoulder blades up, down, and back. Again. So push into the hands a little bit. And you're going to have a little lift. So your fingertips line up with your chest as you lift and lower. And as you do that, keep breathing. What we're using are lower back muscles and your glute muscles to help stabilize. So just lift. I've got my head and neck in alignment, and I keep pushing my legs and my hips into the floor. Now this time coming up, hands go back, in and down. Up. As your hands go back, open out your thumbs a bit. And 2 more. Breathe. Back. And 1 more. It might be a very small lift, but you still feel those muscles work. And rest. Alright, roll over onto your backs. And you're just going to, I've got dirty carpet here. Alright, you're going to bring your knees into your chest. Just roll a little side to side. Heads down on the floor. Just going to move down a bit. So just draw your knees in, massage your back. Now, just lying on the floor, put your feet down and just draw your tail under a little bit. Now we're going to use some core muscles, so we need to know where they are and how to hold to begin. So just imagine there's someone standing above you with a bowling ball, heavy, and they're going to drop it here. You know it's coming, and so you tense up. You just go, oh, and I want you to hold that position. Your body's in a neutral spine, still got the little curve in the lower back, but you just tensed up a little bit, and that's what you want to hold. Maintain that, one leg up. Maintain that as you lift the other one as well. So you might find you can feel that, and that's a challenge for you, and that's okay. So you might find that you need to take it back down and up again and hold. Hand. One hand, push the back leg out, opposite hand, cross crawl. And all the time you do this, you're waiting for that bowling ball to land on you. So there's a little bit of tension. Do not let it relax. And then just breathe. Breathe it in through the nose, and then you can breathe it out through the mouth. So the angle of that leg and the length of that leg will determine the intensity. Yep. Breathe it in, breathe it out. This is a nice bit of mobility for the shoulder as well as that arm goes overhead. One more. And bring your knees in. Hug them in. Have a little rest. Okay. Let's just bring your feet close to your bottom a little bit more for back sides. So feet are close, you can feel your heels. Now just push your shoulders down and lift your hips up. So you're going to squeeze your buttocks and hold up high. Clasp the hands under, come up on your shoulders. So this is your bridge pose, and now you need to look upwards. Don't turn your neck now. Your feet about hip width apart, and you're pushing your heels down while squeezing your buttocks up, trying to push your knees over your toes. Alright, now lift up one knee, hold, and then point, and then bend, and then lower. Other side, bend, point, bend. I'm making all sorts of clicking noises. And up, and then keep pushing to that heel on the floor to keep the hips up. And then gently lower. Release. Bring the knees in. So we're getting our bodies working the backside and the front of the body. Alright. Let's roll to your side. And let's just do a little bit of a side plank here. Let's just check how we're going here. I'm just going to have a quick sip of water. Okay, so a little bit of side plank work. So for this, picking up all the rubbish off the carpet here, shoulder, elbow, knees, hips and shoulders in one line. So I need to pull my knees back a little bit more, and I'm going to pick up my body and take my arm up. This is the first level. So you're going to feel it under here. Second level, you can come and take your knees up, holding it nice and stable. If you want to work another level higher, holding it nice and stable, and lift the leg. Obviously it puts a lot more pressure on the body, and I'm going to lower it, and now I am going to bring it down. Okay, so you're working all under there. So we're going to flip around and do the same thing on the other side. Same thing. So align your elbow, your hips and your knees. Pick up your body and open. Take it out. Both legs if you want. You could stack your feet. So keep your ribs open to the front. And if you want to go the next level, and hold. So think about pulling your kneecaps up on both legs to keep those joints strong and protected. And if you want to bring it down, you do. And then bring it down. Lovely. Alright. So we are going to take it round and do that again. Might add a bit more rotation. So take it to your level. Let's do the same thing. Pick up your body. Now I better split my feet. So lift, hips up and lower. Lift, small lifts. If you use this hand and feel under here, you'll feel it work. Hold. Alright, now turn, fold your arms and then unravel to the front. So the knee option is like this, and I turn my whole body and then I unravel to the front. And again, so that's actually quite strong as you go under. And last one, and open and down. Let's go the other way. So remember, you have that option to do it on your knees. So same thing, pick yourselves up, straighten out the legs, open up, hold it there, hips going up, lower, lift, lower. That's it. And again. Alright, last one. And now rotate. Take the arm under. I've actually rested my elbow on the floor, but if you want more, just keep it off. So turn, turn, and then unravel. And again. And breathe. One more. Turn. I think one more. That's it. And open. And down. Alright. We're going to just leave it there now. So let's just have a little stretch once again in the inner thighs. So you're going to take your hands around the floor behind you. Roll those shoulders down and back. Push down into the floor. Now my feet, you probably can't see. Okay, so my feet are coming in towards my hips and I'm just allowing my knees to open using gravity. I can come in and lift my bottom, come in a bit closer and walk my hands in. That'll give me more stretch. And just relaxing. So it's really good to have that mobility in your hips, in your legs, lower back. Helps to keep things mobile. And just have a little movement here. Wherever you are, whatever level of flexibility, and then relax. Alright. We're going to take it onto our backs. So taking it down, maybe bring one knee in. So maybe bring your back knee in, lower your head, tuck in your chin, rotate your ankle. Now press the other leg straight down on the floor if you can. If not, bend the knees softly. Now circle the other way and see if you can keep the knee close to your chest and you'll feel a nice stretch in here while you're limbering up that ankle. Now hold the opposite hand on that knee and pull it across to me. So relax your chest and shoulders and look away. Now we need to hold. So you're going to feel the stretch in your buttocks, your lower back. I'm feeling a really good stretch in my armpit, my shoulders. Breathe. And just relax here. You can do this one on the floor every night when you're watching, I don't know. So just relax here. Come back in and out of it. Alright, let's do the other side. So bring the knee in. Knee comes in nice and close. Stretch out through the other leg. Rotate your ankle. And then go around. That's it the other way as well. Big circles. Keeping that knee pulling in because we're getting this lovely stretch down the backside, a little bit of hamstrings and lower back. Take the knee across your body. So take it across. Now I don't think about it, my shoulder will lift. I want to drop my shoulder back down, and this knee, let it go wherever it will. And now, relax. And you will find, the longer we are here, the more this leg will relax and the greater the stretch will be. The lower back and the buttocks. So just feel it. Lovely. So you can spend more time on this if you had it. And release. Alright, we've got a wattle bird in here behind us. You might see him fly in and out. So let's bring your hands to your knees apart. Just massage your back down into the floor. And release. Tuck in your chin. Roll into a little ball. And when you're ready, roll right up. Whoops. Alright. Leg out in front. I'll just do this side on. Take the front leg over. Back arm goes across the knee. Now, press down, breathe in, and turn. So you're using leverage against your arm, and this hand props you up. Once again, lovely mobility. And release. And do the same thing the other way. That one. Lift up. Opposite arm goes over. Push down into the floor and then turn. So the more you push your elbow against the knee, should feel really good. And release. Alright, some hamstrings. With one leg in front, one leg bent. Breathe in. Tip forward. Bring your hands forward. You're going to get a little bit of buttock stretch here, and maybe a bit of stretch down the back of the leg here. See if you can go to the outside of your leg. Can you hear him? Can you see him? Spot the wattle bird. He loves the Chinese lantern behind him. Great wattle bird attractor. Alright, other side. Same thing. So foot somewhere near the knee, square up your pelvis and breathe it in. And breathe out, reach across and slide down a little bit. Just relax. There he goes. You get a nice pull over here. And relax. Just relax and breathe. And release. Alright, let's just flip it over. Take your toes under. Take it wide and come up. Alright, let's just breathe it up. And breathe out and down, and then roll. Take your hands down to the floor. Stay here. Feel your inner thigh stretch again as you press and pull your shoulder blades back. Hands to knees. Push up. Walk the feet in. And let's do a quad stretch and test our balance one final time. And coming back. Draw back your knee. So you can feel it in the hip flexors as well as the quads. Other side, same thing. Pull that knee back slightly. So work on your shoulder blade rotations and find those shoulder blades and how you can use them. Come forward again. Find them so that when you stand and do your work, you can get those shoulder blades down and back, ready to go. You have all this space around your ears, that is. All right, let's breathe up. Breathe up. And down. And again, inhale. It's very good, nice exercising outside. One more. Open. And come back in. All right, thank you so much for tuning in today. Hope you enjoyed that little workout, and we'll see you later. Keep moving, keep happy. Bye.